here. Welcome to the stream. So, if you stopped by earlier, apologize in advance that I ended up getting a phone call in the minute I was starting to do my planned stream to talk about what to expect when you don't have to go into sub position till the PM and things to watch out for. But I ended up getting called in to be a sub for full time. So kind of was a good thing. So I at least got to sub for a little bit. So that was a nice surprise, to say the least. It's not something I was expecting to have happen. But I hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening so far. Let's talk about random stuff as you guys might be here or not here. Who knows for sure. But yeah. Was planning to just be a PM sub today because I only saw the PM slot for being a math sub needed. So I did that one. And then I came early just to make sure that they didn't need me somewhere else, because since I couldn't see the ones that was for the full day, I couldn't see if they needed me for different jobs or whatnot. So I wanted to make sure of that. But and I thought it was good because they said I'm free to go, and then y'all saw me paused the stream for a second to answer a phone call and got asked to go over there and got to help out in the gym class where I was kind of like a second set of hands. And since they had a student teacher leading the class, but because they don't have access to Skyward, they needed someone to do the attendance, which makes sense. So, one less thing we have to worry about. Just was definitely interesting, to say the least. Everyone's doing well. Well, that we're just on our way back home, like I usually been doing on these streams, just so we can showcase the different things that we can have happen. Because you never know what things will happen until it happens. It's definitely a surprise, to say the least. I hope everyone's having a good day so far today. Continue to have one, whether it's morning or afternoon or evening for you guys. But yeah, today's stream is Tuesday, so we have more World of Warcraft today. That goes. So for me wise, I'm just slowly trying to keep up with things for myself. That's why, because of me being a sub, that I'm able to start making income for my family again. But it just depends on what you guys want to do, because I know not all of us want to be teachers, but substitute teachers, or just make sure, if depending on what profession you are, if there's a way for you to do something part-time, if you feel like you need that, make sure you do so for yourself. Sabe, Jonas Arpigado? Because I can't tell you for sure what will work for everyone. Because like I said, for me, because I have the experience behind me, I'm able to sub because I've been a classroom teacher. But I know that depending on where we are, that they want you to have experience first before you become a sub. But that's how you get the experience. So I can't tell you guys for sure what will work. And some of you guys, it might be, even though you may not want to, it might be the case that you think about if you want to be a grocer as far as like Resher or a Sacker, or go to a restaurant and work as a hostess or bartender if you have the license for being a bartender. I'm heading to home, to my house on my way, picking up my mom, David. How are you doing? Welcome in, everyone. We're just chatting as best as I can. So we'll see how things go. But for me, I just got done with my sub job because for right now, until I figure out what my next full-time job is, I decided to sub for a little while. Why? I talk about it for a little bit at the beginning of each time I do these mobile streams, because I want to tell you guys different things that make sense, and some things that you may not have thought about if you was wanting to become a sub. And things to watch out for. For me, I like doing it because I like to help where I can. For me, like I've said a couple times throughout, that I got burnout from teaching, so that's why last semester I just couldn't do it for myself, because I didn't want to feel like a fake teacher that only wanted to do it for money or only wanted to do it because of job security. That's not me. I don't want to ever feel like I'm doing it just for the money. And that's why this semester I'm able to help out more, because I'm like, I can not feel like that I'm just doing it because I need a job. Because I know that there's so many of us that don't get a chance to do frustrates us sometimes, but sometimes for us, that's why we do those part-time jobs to help us out, because you never know what avenue to take. It's just for me, because I have a bachelor's degree, some places when I applied for those thought I was wanting their job, even if I was applying for the minimum wage job. So that was the issue over there. And why I'm like, then why do I show my resume if that's something I have to worry about? But who knows for sure? But at the end of the day, you just have to figure out what skills you're wanting to learn if you're struggling to find something right now, and figure out the steps to learn that skill or certification that you may need to transition to the next career focus. Because at the end of the day, that we're not just tied to one profession if we learn the skills needed. But you may feel like you only can do one thing, and why for me I didn't want to do my bachelor's in education, because I didn't want to just be this have it where people only viewed me as only wanting to be a teacher, because I know eventually if I ever get the opportunity to do stuff with my math skills, I would like to try to do it just to see what happens. And why I've thought about it a little bit more recently, because how I've been searching things just for my luck. A lot of the jobs I've been looking at that requires math skills also requires certification, or also requires some kind of networking and stuff like that. So I can't tell you for sure how things will work. I can only say what I'm trying to do and give you guys ideas to think about for yourselves. Because I know for a lot of us that we're struggling to make ends meet, but we just have to be careful about different things out there of trying to rip you off, in a sense. Because that's why for me, I know there's supposedly those ads that we keep having appear on our pages of social media that's like, this is a game that you win real cash. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get it to some people, and some people get frustrated when they look at it because it doesn't feel like you're going against other people, that it feels like that you're going against predetermined scores already. So, and that's why for me, I can't justify doing any of those, because we don't know anything about them. And for me, it's just a case of every time I research about it, some say it's a good thing, some say it's not good. And some of them is like, they claim that you need to have some kind of income before you do it. So it's like, then why do it when you're struggling on income? It doesn't make sense. Hey Jenny, sis Jenny, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Hope everything's going well. But we're just chilling out, hanging out, chatting with you guys as best as I can. Because I know some of you guys are just listening and stuff like that. And originally today, I was gonna just have a PM sub job and being a full day, because one of the subs called out and ended up being an AM only, so fit my schedule. So it's always a good thing when that happens, that you get, especially if you're doing temporary jobs, that it's not guaranteed that you get a job. Like for me, Thursday and Friday, I may not be able to sub out the one that I already have a job for, because they might cancel the games because of being too cold. So you never know for sure what's going to happen, and why for us, and for a sub, you just have to keep looking at the list, because sometimes it may happen that it gets auto-canceled once things been confirmed and stuff like that. But hope everyone's doing well. And we're just chilling out while driving my way back home. But before I end the stream will be when I'm close to my mom's school, because I'm picking her up, because I drop her off in the morning when I'm subbing right now, so I can get my truck fixed, because right now we have to worry about different spark plugs, I think, is the issue that my truck has, but I'm not 100% sure. So I want to make sure that I have a decent amount of money if I happen to get a mechanic that's trying to do more than I asked them to do. back to that one, because I don't need someone to try to do a job that I didn't ask them to do. But who knows for sure how things will go. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. And hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, or evening so far. I can't tell you guys for sure how things will go this week. Besides the evening streams I'm going to be trying to keep doing. Who knows for sure how things will go. And of course I'm yawning. Just remember that you got this. Today, in order of half, I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do, because there's the part of me that's like, I want to showcase the new characters that I made for you guys. There's some part of me wants to continue doing achievement hunting stuff. Some of me wants